Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and today we're coming here from Lumio City where it is a battle between two Elite Four sides as the electric type yellows are going up against the Montana Vera Sylphs in this huge collision where both sides look to set the tone for the rest of their season. So let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win. Will it be the electric types? Will it be the ghost types? Let's go! That is right, both these sides last season made it into the Elite Four as the Sylphs will be starting out with Goldango and Sinistra making its debut in the PokeType League at its earliest opportunity, but it will be Iron Hands and Golem in its Cantonian form, starting out for the Lumio Shallows as Golem is the Terrestrial draftee. It sheds that Rock Ground type, taking on that electric typing. I look forward to seeing what it can do this season, but it is Goldango with that speed control going for the wing attack, which is not very effective there on Golem, who tanks that move. Sinistra is going to follow it up with the slam. Looks like they're saying Golem is the biggest threat at the moment, but Iron Hands goes for the poison powder. However, it goes for Goldango, who it does not affect with that good as gold ability, but it's also a steel type, so still it wouldn't affect it. But the leaf blade here from Golem, not very effective, but it does get a good hit, a critical hit in fact, on Sinistra. Goldango though is setting up for a rollout. This does very little damage, being not very effective on Iron Hands, even with that critical hit, but it does get stronger every time. Followed up by the Flare Blitz as well from Sinistra. That is a much more impressive hit there on Iron Hands. There is a little bit of recoil damage for Sinistra, but Iron Hands looks to respond by setting up the Sticky Web on the side of the Montana Vera Sylphs, who have the quickest Pokemon, or the second quickest Pokemon, sorry, in the PokeType League on their side, as the Luster Purge from Golem continuing to go for Sinistra. Some great damage being done there, and it lowers the special defense there of the Ghost Grass type. That rollout continuing to go for Iron Hands. Still not very effective, still not much damage, and it's followed up by the Ice Punch. Looks like now they've switched their attention to Iron Hands, who is on the receiving end of a critical hit and has been left frozen solid, so unfortunately it is unable to go for a move this turn. Golem though looking to do its part, is going to set up for a Solar Blade, so it is going to absorb light on this turn, and this Pokemon is extremely physical, fitting well with Iron Hands there, who is continuing to take this rollout from Goldango in impressive fashion as that Hyper Voice does connect with both electric types, but Iron Hands has thawed out already on the field, and this allows it to go for a U-turn. Does not get the elimination, however, of Sinistra, and it does go back to the bench, and out in its place comes Ampharos onto the field as that Solar Blade is completed by Golem. It does go for Goldango, not very effective, still gets an okay hit though, but Goldango continues that rollout. It's getting stronger. Massive damage being done to Ampharos. Sinistra looking to follow it up, goes with the Draco Meteor, and the 1-2 combination takes Ampharos out of this match. Sinistra lowers its special attack to do so, but that 1-2 combination Golem is going to respond with the Whirlwind. It's going to send Sinistra back to the bench, and out in its place comes Dragapult, and I was talking just before about that speed, and there is Sinistra as Iron Hands comes back out onto the field. Sorry, and I meant there is Dragapult with that speed, but it goes with the Wonder Room now, switching the defense and special defense of all the Pokemon on the field as that rollout continues, going for Iron Hands, and now Goldango has finally taken out Iron Hands with that rollout. Impressively played there by Goldango as the Spit Up is going to fail from Golem, and it's now going to be joined by Bellibolt, who had a fantastic run through Victory Road last season as that Twister does connect with both Golem and Bellibolt from Dragapult. The Hyper Beam from Goldango is avoided, however, by Golem. This allows Bellibolt to go for a Thunderbolt on to Goldango and almost gets the elimination with that critical hit. Golem has flinched, and this allows for a high jump kick to get the elimination. Dragapult has just taken out the Terrestrial draftee of the Lumio Shallows. Golem has been taken out of this matchup, and this is an impressive start here for the Montana Vera Sylphs. They are very angry spirits, and they are looking to send a message to the entire PokeType League at the moment, as that Screech greatly lowers the physical defense of Bellibolt, who does look to respond with the Taker. Instead of going for the easy elimination of Goldango, it is going to boost its special attack and its special defense, and you have to think if that special attack was already boosted, it might have gotten the elimination, as Vikavolt comes out for the yellows, making its debut, and it is able to avoid that high horsepower from Dragapult due to that levitate ability. Goldango though with the tail whip, looking to lower the defenses here of both Vikavolt and Bellibolt here, that physical defense that being lowered, but Bellibolt is going to go for the Horn Leech and does get the easy elimination with that not very effective move. Goldengo has been taken out of this match. The Lumio Shallows did not want to be on the receiving end of a clean sweep, which we are actually yet to see here in the PokeType League. Vikavolt setting up the Tailwind on the side of the Lumio Shallows. I have to wonder if Vikavolt will be quicker than Dragapult though. Not likely, but out comes Sinistcha and it does get caught in that sticky web on the field. You have to remember that clear body on the side of Dragapult, preventing that from happening, who sets up the Aromatic Mist, so it's still the quickest Pokemon on the field, boosting that special defense of Sinistcha. And Bellibolt with the Smoke Screen, but yet again that clear body coming into effect. Dragapult's stats not being lowered, but it is on the receiving end of a sweet kiss, a very sweet kiss from Vikavolt that is going to leave Dragapult confused. It may do damage to itself, but first Sinistcha is going to go for a Hyper Beam, and this time it will connect, going for Bellibolt, who actually tanks that move really well as the Wonder Room does wear off. And here is Dragapult needing to shake off this confusion before it does damage to itself. It is successful and it goes with the disable. It is going to disable Vikavolt here, which means it's not going to be able to go for any moves. It will struggle very soon. But first, the Gastro Acid here is going to suppress that clear body ability of Dragapult being performed there by Bellibolt. There's a lot of bolts here, as there is that recharge from Vikavolt here, but there is that confusion here on Dragapult. It needs to shake it off yet again. It is successful in doing so. It goes for the Avalanche onto Bellibolt, and it gets the critical hit. It gets the elimination, and we know that Vikavolt is going to be struggling here on the field with no moves left. If it goes for Sinistcha, it'll get an easy elimination, but instead it goes for Dragapult, and there is the recoil damage for Vikavolt as Sinistcha now looking to capitalize, goes with the Lash Out on the struggling Pokemon, gets a great hit there, as well as that Tailwind does peter out. Now out comes Luxray, who was a part of the champion side last season as their terrestrial draftee, and it did also make the Rowan All-Stars, and now it's on the receiving end of the Poison Tail from Dragapult. It's been left poisoned, and it has that Guts ability as well. Keep that in mind, as Luxray is going to go for the Facade, which would be a fantastic play if it wasn't going for a Ghost-type Pokemon. That would have been perfect, but now it's on the receiving end of a Play Rough from Sinistcha, and Vikavolt still struggling here on the field. Gets the elimination, the easy elimination of Sinistcha, but it will still get that recoil damage. And you have to think this is not good for the Lumio Shallows, as the Luxray is feeling the effects of that poison. It is enjoying that Guts ability, but it needs to go for some really powerful eliminations here, as now out comes Chandelure, being caught in that sticky web, making its debut for the Montana Vera Sylphs here today. And Dragapult is still in a confused state as well, but yet again it's able to shake it off, trying to set up the Aurora Veil, but unfortunately it is not snowing on the field, so that will not work. This allows Luxray to go for the Judgment, but unfortunately that will phase straight through Dragapult, which allows Chandelure to go for the confusion onto Vikavolt here, and gets the easy elimination. Vikavolt has been taken out. Luxray is all by itself, and it has 4 Ghost types to contend with, and it is poisoned. The writing is practically on the wall for the Lumio Shallows here, and Dragapult's now snapped out of its confusion after having not done any damage to itself, and it goes with the Psychic, and this will get the easy elimination and that easy victory for the Montana Vera Sylphs. They dominated from the get-go, not looking back. They only lost 2 Pokemon. Is this a sign of things to come from this powerhouse team this season? Next round, they will be going up against the Pewter Skulls, but for the Lumio Shallows next round, they will be going up against the Verbank Plasma, and I cannot wait for that. But until then, Nidorinas, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.